Good morning, students. Today we will revise English grammar. Dear students, you have to revise from chapter 1st to chapter 6 and letter writing for your periodic test first. Dear students, as I have told you that you have to study thoroughly because the question will not be from your exercise. Students, I have sent you audios and in those audios I have given you the definitions of all the things which are in your syllabus. So, and you all have noted down, you all have written those definitions and some exercises in your notebook. So, students, revise all the rules, whatever you have written and whatever there are in the book. And you have to revise the exercise also so that you may get good marks. Dear students, the question will be asked based on multiple choice question, objective questions. So, it is very necessary to revise all the rules along with its exercises very carefully and very thoroughly. So, today, first of all, we will start chapter 1st, parts of speech review. Dear students, I will tell you the pattern of the questions, how the questions will be asked in your periodic test first. So, see your first chapter, parts of speech review. What is the definition of it? Different classes or categories into which words are divided to study language are called parts of speech. As you know that there are 8 kinds of parts of speech and they are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction and interjection. You all have written the definitions of all these parts of speech. You have to know, you have to understand through these examples that what type of questions will be asked in your test. Okay? See, concentrate your mind here. The cook is ill. The cook is ill. The first example is what? The cook is ill. And the second example is a black dog is barking. I have written 2 questions. What parts of speech is the underlined word in example first and second? What parts of speech is the underlined word? Means this one and this one in example first and second. Now see, first of all, take the first example. The cook is ill. The underlined word is cook. And for it 4 options have been given. Noun, pronoun, adjective, verb. So here, what will be the cook? The cook is noun here. So you will put tick mark. Now see the second one. A black dog is barking. For second example, also 4 options have been given. Adjective, verb, adverb, pronoun. So bark is what? Adjective. What is adjective? An adjective is a word that tells something about noun or pronoun. The black is telling about the dog. That's why it will be adjective. You know about parts of speech. So such type of questions will be asked in your periodic test first. Okay? This chapter. Now see the second chapter, classifications of noun, pronouns, adjective and adverbs. Students, I have told you, I have given you the definitions of the kinds of noun, the kinds of pronoun, the kinds of adjectives, the kinds of adverbs. So, first of all, revise all those definitions so that you may understand easily. After that, see this video, then you will get everything. Now, as you know that there are 5 kinds of noun: proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun, and abstract noun. What type of question will be asked in your examination? Suppose Ram is going to Delhi. The underlined word Ram. Write the kind of the underlined word. With what kind of noun is the underlined word? Ram. Ram is a particular name. That's why what kind of noun will be this word? Proper noun. Gold is very costly metal. The underlined word gold is of, write the kind of the underlined word gold. What will be the kind? Material noun. Okay. In the same way, pronoun. I have written some examples. You know the kinds of pronoun, that personal pronoun, reflexive pronoun, emphatic pronoun, possessive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun, and indefinite pronoun, and distributive pronoun. First of all, revise, read carefully, read thoroughly, study thoroughly of those definitions. Then you will get, suppose your question will be given, question is given, this is my pen. Classify the underlined word. What kinds of pronoun is the underlined word? What kinds of pronoun will the underlined word be? So this is my pen, this, that, this, those. They are called demonstrative pronoun. Who broke this window? Who? The word who. It is used to ask question. That's why it is an interrogative pronoun. None of the books is interesting. None. What is none? Indefinite pronoun. I was going to Agra. What is I? It will be personal pronoun. So the question will be asked in the same pattern. There will be one question, after that there will be 4 options. And for this, suppose for first one, there will be demonstrative pronoun, personal pronoun, reflexive pronoun, emphatic pronoun. The option which will be correct, you will take at that option. Okay, such kind of question will be asked. Okay. Now see about the classifications of adjectives. I have told you, I have taught you the classifications, the kinds of adjectives. So listen the names: adjectives of quality, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, demonstrative adjectives, interrogative adjectives, possessive adjectives, and distributive adjectives. So you will revise the definitions of all the kinds. Now see the questions. A cow has 4 legs. In this sentence, the word 4 is. In this sentence, what is the word 4? What kinds of adjective is the word 4? Adjective of number. Okay. Second example, this bag is very heavy. The word this is what kind of adjective? Demonstrative adjective, possessive adjective, interrogative adjective, distributive adjective. What will be this demonstrative adjective? If there will be any noun after this, that, these, those, then it will be demonstrative adjective. And if this, that, these, those will be used without any noun, then it will be demonstrative pronoun. For example, this bag is very heavy. Bag is noun after this, that's why it will be what? Adjective, demonstrative adjective. This is very heavy bag. Suppose the question will be this is very heavy bag. So after this there is no noun, that's why this will be demonstrative pronoun. Okay? Now see the classification of adverbs. I have taught you the classifications of adverbs. I am repeating the names of all the kinds of adverbs. Adverbs of manner, adverbs of place, adverbs of time, adverbs of frequency, and adverbs of quantity, and last one is interrogative adverb. Adverbs of quantity or adverb of degree. Adverb of frequency, which is known as also adverbs of number. Okay, I have not written the option here. You have to understand. The captain fought bravely. The underlined word bravely is. There will be 4 options. What kind of adverb is the word bravely? Adverbs of manner. Okay. The second one is he made me yesterday. The underlined word yesterday, that is adverbs of time. She is always late for school. The word always is adverbs of frequency, or it is called adverbs of number. Okay. For all questions there will be 4 options. Revise all the definitions. Once again I am suggesting you, and after that see your exercises, see the examples in the book, see the examples which you have written in your notebook, and after that you will get all the things. Okay. Now third chapter, countable and uncountable nouns. Students, countable nouns are the things that can be counted. The things which we can count, that is known as countable nouns. For example, a mango, a pen, a mobile phone. The countable nouns have singular and plural form. Means a countable noun has a singular as well as its plural form also. Okay. For example, a pen, 5 pen, a mango, 10 mangoes. Uncountable nouns are things that cannot be counted. Means the things which we cannot count are known as uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns do not have a plural form. Countable nouns have its singular and plural form both, but uncountable nouns do not have a plural form. Uncountable nouns have only its singular form. For example, milk, rice, water. We cannot say milks, waters. That is incorrect. So, uncountable nouns do not have their plural form. Students, singular countable nouns cannot be used without a, an, or the, while singular uncountable noun can be used alone, means without a and. Okay, and singular countable nouns are used with a and, while we never use a and before uncountable nouns. Okay, clear? So revise all the chapters properly.